The difference between emotional stabilization and distraction is the following. Distraction means to get your mind off a certain topic or issue, no matter what. And this includes, well, everything. That means it can be something that is triggering a positive or constructive emotion. It can be something that is just occupying your mind with something else and does not trigger a specific emotion. And of course, it can also be all the self-destructive activities that people have and have invented in order not to feel a certain kind of distress or pain, including addictions or the start of addictive behavior. So usually I use the example of watching a movie. So you could say, well, but I can watch a movie that I find not only entertaining, but maybe also inspiring, and it feels like, it resonates really with me. So here comes the confusion, because I think we all agree that getting drunk cannot be compared with emotional stabilization. It's an especially bad way to distract yourself even from something. But when it comes to that movie that I mentioned, one might argue, hey, but isn't that nice? Doesn't that maybe get me further along the way? It usually will not. The power of emotional stabilization lies in its characteristics, in its features, that it uses a personal experience or memory from your past, that it purposefully focuses on the important aspects of that memory or experience in order to maximize the potential of the emotion that you will be able to feel when you are re-experiencing that memory or image or experience from your past. And when that has been carefully selected in the way that I'm explaining in other sections and in other places, then that will have the most profound, like the deepest effect possible in that given moment when it comes to resource work. So the discussion sometimes comes up in seminars when people say, so is the purpose of the stabilization to simply distract from the trauma? I get what they mean, because it's true that if you are in a process of working as a distressing memory or traumatic memory of yours, you have to, of course, balance the amount of distress you can handle in a certain moment in order to have a constructive process. But that will be elaborated in a different place. But it's not just about distracting. It is not only about not feeling the bad stuff, which would be the purpose of distraction. It would be about instead replacing it with something purposefully good. And that's the difference between emotional stabilization and distraction.